A whole lot, Bjorn. This is the sandals, the flip flops episode.
Dude, it's the end of summer.
It is the end of summer.
Wait,
Sort of.
Yeah.
Not really. Not officially. It's the end of August. It's the last day of August today.
Yep.
And so I feel like June, July, August, that's summer. September is fall.
Yep.
Except that that's not. September 21st is the end of summer, right? Officially.
I don't know.
It's
is that
June-
for like school's purposes?
No. The calendar, the official month of summer is June 21st, which is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, to September 21st, which is technically when autumn begins.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
That's fun.
Yeah, I fucking read calendars.
You read calendars.
Yeah, that's what I do for fun.
Well, it's cool enough, but we had to do at least one. This is our send off to summer episode,
It is.
right?
Yeah, well, I'm a flip-flop kid. I
You
like
are.
flip-flops.
I'm not a socks with sandals, but I just thought it'd be fun to wear socks with sandals.
Yeah, I thought you were going to wear flip-flops.
I don't have flip flops. This is
Oh,
the closest.
you just have slides.
Slides are the closest things because I
Mm.
got this weird foot, and it's not a foot fetish. It's like a foot pain.
Yeah.
A painful weird foot
Okay.
that doesn't work with sandals because one flop is way too big. And I found these, and I've had them for a long time.
Okay, so we'll have to clarify that it's a sandals episode, because if it was a flip-flop episode, we can't let slides slide, you know?
There it is.
I did it.
I'm taking my socks off though.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can't-
yeah. I mean, OnlyFans is allowing porn again.
Oh, they
So,
are. It
yeah,
switched.
They took like 5 days, and then everybody was like, "Hey guys, that's all your money." And then
or they probably had a dip in revenue that was scary. That's my assumption.
yeah, all of it.
Like all of it.
I don't.
And
What
then
what
people
else
that,
would
that were
I've
like having
only-
cooking shows
the
were like,
only
you know
thing
what?
I've ever heard of being on OnlyFans was porn.
Yeah.
I thought all the other stuff was on Patreon.
I don't know.
Like anything
I'm
that was like
not
not
a-
a porn thing.
I'm not. It's kind of like there's so many things.
I'd
refuse to
only
even
ever
do
heard.
TikTok.
I'd only ever heard of OnlyFans referred to as a porn thing.
Right. I think
I didn't think it was.
it was like a
anything other than that.
punchline.
Yeah,
That it was a.
that's
that
what
it was
I
a
keep
porn
using
thing.
it as.
Same with Tumblr, and everyone's like, it's going the way of
Tumblr
Tumblr.
was a porn thing.
You didn't know that?
I thought, yeah, I had no idea. I thought that was like an alternative to like Twitter or something.
No, it was like a blog,
Mm.
but you could reblog, so you could do Tumblr was cool. It was like all oh, I didn't start
Hang on.
that. It's like Tumblr. I'm not the greatest definer of it, but it was mostly. It also turned into a lot of porn. But you could do is. How do I describe this? It's almost like Pinterest.
Oh.
It was almost like Pinterest, where like you just had your one feed, and you would just take things. I guess so. Twitter's sort of that. It'd be like if all you did is retweet other people's stuff.
Okay.
It's a lot of that. You'd have you could upload original content, but then it would kind of go crazy because other people would pin it to theirs, and then they'd curate their things. And so for porn, if you had similar taste to somebody and they curated a good list,
Interesting.
it was pretty cool. And then it was like GIFs. It wasn't like video. It was like GIFs. But then there was also like articles. Like I actually remember reading, I don't know, like people would have a Tumblr and they would just like diary in it or whatever, and you could just read their innermost thoughts, which was fun. But a lot of it was porn, and then it had something to do for Tumblr. My understanding, it had something to do with Apple not allowing it to be on the Apple Store anymore.
Oh, okay. I thought I was reading an article where it was something to do with credit card companies didn't want their credit cards.
This was Tumblr.
Oh.
OnlyFans, it was the credit card thing.
Yeah.
My favorite was when MasterCard was like, we don't care, whatever. Like, they just totally called bullshit on what they were doing.
Oh, okay.
Like, they were trying to, I think it was investment. It was investments that they were trying to get.
Okay.
And nobody would, no banks would give them money.
Yeah.
Because they wanted a whole bunch of money.
Okay, that's fair.
Bucket, what are you doing, bud?
Yeah.
All right.
So we got our feet out.
We do.
This is the sexiest episode yet.
This is the sexiest episode. These are pretty cool. So
yeah. So we'll talk about those. Those are the Bert Kreischer Free Waters.
Okay.
Those are they're the Dillon is what the model name is. What are you doing, Bucket? All right. And yeah, they're a flip flop. They got leather straps.
What's the deal with this
Leather
company?
footbed. It's just
I've never heard of it.
It's just a flip flop company.
Freewaters. Are they here?
No, I don't think they're out of here. I've seen them for sale at like REI and shit. Like they're a notable, like a known company. Crafted for freedom, it says on there.
Crafted for freedom.
But yeah, these are Bert Kreischer's signature flip flops, complete with pictures of beer mugs and weed leaves on the inside of the strap.
And then a microphone. The old microphone that you see on...
yeah, and like a old-timey radio mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're comfy. I've worn them a decent bit.
Keep talking. This is a weird episode.
Yeah.
You, come here.
Bucket is being bad. So anyway, these Bert Kreischer Freewaters are a comfy flip-flop. Nice soft footbed. I'm comparing them here to these Olukai. These are also a nice flip-flop.
Yeah.
High end. I would say...
As opposed to my...
yeah, as opposed to...
My Vans slide.
yeah, the Vans slide, I mean, it's a different style. The Olukai has a much firmer footbed. These have a nice soft foam. I would say I kind of prefer the Olukai to like walk. If I'm going to walk a couple miles in flip-flops, I prefer the Olukai, but it could just be because I've had these for a while and they're nicely broken in.
And they fit your feet perfectly.
They do. I've also had like Reef, and I think the Olukai are my favorite I've ever had. I've had Reef, I've had Tiva, I've had these Freewaters. These Olukais are still my favorite, but these Freewaters are really good.
They're pretty sick.
Yeah.
Can I try them on?
Go for it.
I feel like there's only one way to try a Bert Kreischer flip-flop on.
Oh, 100%.
100%. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait for it. Yeah, dude, they fit. Nick, since we have mostly listeners now.
Yeah.
We have mostly listeners now. Can you describe what just happened?
Okay, so Bjorn has removed his shirt and shorts and is now standing here in a Speedo, a camouflage Speedo.
Camouflage Speedo, thank you.
Wearing one flip-flop.
And I feel like I have to like do your spread so people know that I am wearing clothing.
This is gonna get flagged.
Is this?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know the rules. Cause like you're wearing a Speedo with a big dick bulge.
Is it making you uncomfortable?
No, I'm fine with it. I think.
I feel like we're friends enough.
Yeah,
right?
we're pretty good friends.
I used to. It's fine. I used to have a cooking channel where I wore basically this outfit.
I am not used to hanging out with my friends when they're in their
in the Speedos.
So it's like a little distracting, but I feel like I'll push through. I feel like I'll be fine.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The flip-flops.
I'm just kind of jealous of the chest hair because I just
Are
don't
you?
have that. Yeah, here, I can take my shirt off too.
Like, let's just let's get real comfy in this episode. This is
Well, you know what I heard is that somebody fucked up Hawaiian shirts. Like apparently some people are saying Hawaiian shirts are like right wing or something.
Oh no. No.
You know what? Fuck you.
They're already
I'm
appropriating.
fighting back.
They're already appropriating
They're
culture.
appropriating
It's fine.
weaves.
It's whatever.
Yeah, so okay.
I hope Terrence comes back in because Terrence came in earlier. He won't.
Oh.
It wouldn't be the weirdest thing.
No, it probably wouldn't be the weirdest thing he's ever walked into. But this is the silliest thing
It
we've
is very
done
silly.
on the podcast yet.
Definitely. And I'll put a big warning on there.
Yeah, well, we definitely have to get like we gotta sit here and pose with the flip flops,
And
shirtless.
maybe we'll get a retweet from old Birdie Boy
Oh, we're gonna tag
on
him.
the Freewaters.
We're definitely tagging him when we post this episode. Because his flip flops are awesome.
And he likes Speedos.
He does like Speedos.
And he
likes
shirtless comedy. So
All right, put that back over there.
these are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm stoked on them.
How much were they?
$60.
All right,
Free
so pretty
shipping.
standard.
Pretty
standard.
reasonable. These were like 80, so The Freewaters were a little bit more reasonably priced than the Olukai.
Yeah. Wait, the Freewaters were
Cheaper. These are like 80.
these were 60, you said.
Yeah.
And those are Aider.
Aider, yep.
Aider.
Aider.
Those are Aider. And then you said that those were cheaper. Is that what you just
said?
said?
Those were cheaper than these.
I was like,
Yeah, dude.
okay, I like
I got a degree in
my
engineering.
numbers were getting thrown.
Yeah.
Freewater.
Freewaters Flip Flops. There they are. The Dillon.
The Dillon. This sounds. I feel like I've heard of this company before. So it's just a version of that. Ah, cool.
I think
yeah,
that might actually be it. It looks like it's got the weed leaves.
that is it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
65.
65
Okay, I was wrong.
with shipping. So, yeah, I'm just not a flip flop guy. I had a pair of Reefs forever, and then I just kind of never wore them again.
Yeah.
And when I
feel
got
like,
these, this kind of did this. I switched to the slides.
Okay, I feel like flip flops. You're either a flip flop person or you're not. Like if you like the feeling of that thing between your toes,
It's like thong bathing suits.
I imagine it is.
Or Speedo. Let's say it's like Speedo swimsuits like this.
Yeah.
Either are
I've-
in it.
Mhm.
You know what's interesting?
I feel like I would like Speedo swimsuits. I like the ones that are like tight and then go down to like here.
Yeah.
I would definitely wear one of those.
They are way better for swimming. Like, no joke.
Oh,
You
yeah.
really do feel like a dolphin the way you just like glide through. You're like,
Well, like,
wow, this is why swimmers
baggy
wear this.
swim trunks are like a parachute. Yeah.
And they're cumbersome, and like you get these
Like
weird
board
tan
shorts.
lines, which I have because I didn't really wear these much this summer.
I've got a solid tan line on my arms. I definitely
have-
look like a hillbilly.
I have that weird tan line that I was talking about down my chest from going tubing, and I realized here's why. I was sitting like this all day. I was like this, drinking beers and just like chilling.
Oh, okay.
And
so
so-
your arms were here.
So like this was white still, and then this was all burnt. That's because I couldn't figure out why I burned that weird way.
We brought it up on the pod, I
Yeah.
believe. We were like trying to figure out
I was
how you were like still white here, but
I mean,
all burnt in the
and you
middle.
can see like the dark spots on my arm.
Yeah.
And then I burnt again when I went to Vegas. It was fun. It's a whole
What
thing.
can you do?
Yep.
What can
It
you
is. I got a thing
got
last
a thing?
weekend. I haven't seen you in a week now.
Yeah.
But I did a thing last weekend. I went to a concert. That
Oh
was really
yeah,
fun.
Modest Mouse.
Yeah, I went to
How was
Modest
it?
Mouse. Couple things. So this guy that I'm hanging out with
Mm.
got us tickets, and
Yeah.
I was like, cool. And I was like, wow, I haven't seen Modest Mouse since I was in high school. And
Mhm.
and he was like, oh, crazy. Yeah, I haven't seen Modest Mouse since like I saw him at the Gorge. And I was like, I saw them at the Gorge at this music festival that Kanye West opened for them. And he was like, I saw them at this music festival that Kanye West we were at the same music festival
Like 16 years ago or something.
16 years ago in 2005.
Wow.
And we were sitting roughly in the same section of the
Aw.
yeah. So like it's too bad it was like before we all had
Mm.
cell phone cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
like I don't think there's a single picture of us there. Or
Mhm.
if there is, it's like at the campsite
But there's
taken
like
by my mom.
possibly excuse me. There's possibly a picture in existence of you and Paul.
Yeah,
Can we say his name?
that's fine.
Okay. He listens to podcasts.
He
Shout out to
does.
Paul. I
Yeah.
like Paul.
Yeah,
I've
he's
met
cool.
Paul. He's awesome.
So yeah,
Anyway.
I'll be stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's potentially a picture of 16
There
years
could be.
ago, you and Paul
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the same field.
in the same section of the field, which we figured that out right before bed. Don't do that. It was
Mhm.
really hard to go to sleep because I was just like, my mind was, you can't blow your mind and then be like, all right, time for some Z's.
That's,
Immediately.
that's excellent advice.
Like,
Don't accidentally find something out. Right? Really
phenomenal.
Plan out your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
accidents.
Plan that
Good
out.
idea.
That's like a dinner conversation, not a like bedtime conversation.
So bedtime. What are you suggesting that there need to be rules on your bedtime?
like yeah. You got to do it.
So like if the
like a
conversation
sleepover.
starts to go down like an exciting road, you got to be like, hey,
It's gonna, like, no,
hey,
no, no.
babe, shut the
Save,
fuck up.
save that for the morning. I
Nope.
can't have my mind blown at midnight.
I need to get my Z's.
I gotta get
can't.
them C's.
Nothing interesting now.
Don't say anything interesting. You know, when your brain's racing and you're thinking of all kinds of interesting things? Yeah,
but
don't do that.
No, but that's what I do when I'm alone. So
I know.
I'm used to that at night.
Well, it's because
it would be weird to not go to sleep with my thoughts racing.
Kind of why that happens.
Why?
It's because you're relaxing and your brain is like categorizing everything right before bed. It's like it's doing the dishes. It's like loading the dishwasher and then it's going to wash those dishes and it's just like, is this important? Maybe that's a bad analogy. It's cleaning up your brain and it's trying to throw away all this trash that you accumulated all day. That's what's going to happen. But like right before you go to bed, it's like your brain's like, all right, let's figure out what's trash and what's not. And then so that's why like, I don't know about you, but like I like remember stuff a lot at that point.
Yeah, I remember stuff. I'm like, I totally am going to do that tomorrow.
Yep. Write it down. I always write it down.
No.
Like jokes. Have you ever thought of a joke right before bed? I've done that.
Yeah, I have.
It's rarely good. You look at it in the morning, you're like, that is not funny. That's just an observation. Like, that's it. So I wanted to, so we went to this concert. We went out to Edgefield. We played a round of golf. It was really fun.
10 holes? 12 holes?
Usually it's 12, but the concert was on 2 of the holes.
So it's a 10 hole.
So it was only 9. They cut it down to 9.
Wait, 12 minus 2 is
3. Well, one of the holes was not, but it was just the way it worked.
Okay.
Just made it 9. The concert was on 2 of the holes. The third hole was where, I don't know, the bathrooms or something were.
Okay.
Typically. Anyway, we were at this concert. We had VIP, which I never had before.
I've never had VIP.
Yeah, we had this VIP
anything.
thing. I know. I have. This is a different thing now.
I think I got accidentally upgraded to first class on a plane.
Dude, I've never flown first class.
Dude, but I was in high school, so I didn't get to take advantage of it. Like I didn't.
Do you feel when you see a kid in first class?
Fuck that kid.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Yeah.
You are ruining that kid.
If you're not allowed to drink, you don't get first
You
class.
cannot. They should ID you.
Is like
not even a
booze.
baby. It's like you got a baby? Get out of here.
It's like a a great big fat seat, and you're supposed to get hammered there.
Like I saw a French bulldog, and I was like, "Yep, you're supposed to be there."
A French bulldog is a
bulldog,
first class dog.
That is a first class dog with its own seat, and I was like, "Yep, it definitely."
Yeah, it has a dumb name, and it's supposed to be there.
But a kid, get out of here.
No.
Nope. There's must be this old to ride.
Yeah, no kids in first class.
No. French bulldogs though. That's okay.
Yeah, no, that's a fancy dog. It's a fancy people fancy dog.
So
what?
VIP, dude.
VIP.
We had this is a great like because this feels like a Bert Kreischer type thing.
100%.
I normally drink beer
Mm-hmm.
because I'm bad with moderation.
Yeah.
Clearly. I ain't great with moderation, and I don't drink hard alcohol really. And this was unlimited free drinks, mixed drinks, and they're like good mixed drinks. So like I was drinking Sailor Jerry and Coke, or like RC, like not even Coke. It was like some
like fancy
cola,
like the local stuff.
Yeah, like some local craft cola, but it was in like those airplane size cups.
Ooh, okay.
With a lot of ice, and they were definitely like half and half.
Yeah.
It was like one. It felt like
it
1 to
was
1.
Power
One
Hour
Coke.
At the Crystal.
Yeah,
back in Bozeman, where it's like the little tiny.
Yep.
Like they're $1, but they're like a third of a drink.
And but no, this was the full shot.
They're a full shot.
This was the full shot. I feel like, because I had about I don't know, maybe 6 of them or 9, or probably 9, 10. I have no idea. I have no idea. I had way too much, like way too enough. Like way too much.
Like bad hangover the next day.
Yeah. So I mean, and it was kind of early. Like the concert was at like 7 or 8. So like Bjorn was wasted by like 9. We stayed they played Float On the encore.
Oh, okay.
I started crying for some reason because 10 drinks.
Yeah,
that's just what happens.
And I was like a thing you could.
And I was just going through the whole menu, dude. I was just getting everything. I was just mixing it up.
You were VIP.
Yeah, it's VIP. I could get whatever drinks I wanted.
Was it all free?
Yeah,
all the drinks were included in VIP.
Yeah, and there was Rice Krispie treats, which they were Rice Krispie treats, but then they dipped them in white chocolate.
Ooh.
which was so good. And
That
then there was
sounds
like
pretty
a make your own taco bar as well. And it was funny because we were like in the back and you could see everyone in front of you, and like they had to like buy all their stuff. We did not.
Ha.
We were just sitting there as I don't know.
Just
I had a really good
Eating
time,
tacos and Rice Krispie bars and getting
But
tanked.
mostly drinking.
Yeah.
I was mostly
tanked.
getting sauced up, and I have not done that in a while.
Like been that drunk.
Yeah, that was
I haven't
some.
been that drunk in a hot minute.
That was some college Bjorn drinking that happened, and it just caught up to me. Like, I had a great time.
Yeah.
We left early because they played Float On, and I was like, I'm good.
Mm.
I'm in the encore, and I was
Yeah.
like, let's get out of here before.
The whole nightmare of
Yeah.
everybody's.
And I'm saying that as like it was probably not me that suggested that because I was donezo.
Yeah.
So long story long, I ended up. So David Kildall is my roommate.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I went home, brushed my teeth, and decided to sleep in David's bed.
Okay. Makes sense.
And Paul was like, "Are you sure you don't?" And I was like, "I'm tired." I just went to bed.
Yeah.
But what's hilarious about sleeping in your roommate's bed and not yours? Well, it's because I can justify it. It's because I used to use that. That
Yeah,
was my
your room.
bedroom
Yeah.
for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I gave him the comforter that he uses. So it's also my comforter, one of my old comforters. So didn't feel that weird. What is weird is he hasn't slept there for 3-4 months. So his bed is covered in stuff. Just computer stuff, folded clothes, unfolded clothes, just stuff, books, whatever.
Yeah.
And I
It's his office, right?
Yeah. And I just got right into that bed. And I woke up and I was like, why am I in David's bed? And then I went to my bed and Paul was like, all right, well, I felt weird. He said he felt weird about sleeping in David's bed. I had no problem with
That's
it.
hilarious.
David thought it was really funny. He's not
Yeah,
here today,
David
but
would think that was funny.
he was like, oh my God. He's like, and then I like made his bed and
Mhm.
put all the stuff back on top of it. All the random stuff.
So you must have had an epic hangover on Sunday.
Oh, well, see, I woke up from his bed to go throw up. I hadn't thrown up from drinking in a long time.
Mm,
It was rough. It was not fun.
no.
Sunday, I slept until 2. I stayed in bed until 2. I watched a movie on my laptop and ate saltine crackers.
Drank a Gatorade, tried to get back
I
in the game.
I was just like struggling. You know, it was one of those where like the whole room is spinning, like
Mhm.
couldn't sleep. Yeah. Anyways, it was
I haven't
awful.
had one of them in
Dude,
years,
I
so
haven't either.
I need to try to keep it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't like that shit. I don't like getting that hammered. I like it when I'm drunk.
I don't. It's fun
Like that
until
the
you.
night until it catches up to you and then it like
Yeah.
dude, cuz we all hung out the night before that.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of sour beers and a seltzer
Mm-hmm.
and then drove home like sober.
Yeah.
Like we gave it tons of time, ate
Mhm.
food.
I had the same thing.
Yeah, couple sour beers, like a sampler
Yeah.
and a single, and then a seltzer.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Dude, I had a hangover the next day.
Really?
Like a mild headache and just a little bit of a weird feeling in my stomach off of 3 beers, effectively.
Weird. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe it's the sours.
like,
I don't know.
No, it's just I'm just
It's just
like
random.
no, I just have gotten
I
like,
wasn't.
super weak when it comes to hangovers. Like I get them so easy now.
I haven't been other than all of Sunday and a little bit through Monday.
Well,
And it is now Tuesday.
yeah, but it sounds like you
I'm at,
you
like,
didn't just
I'm at like 95%.
you
I'm
went
still
pretty
not.
hard, though.
Yeah. I woke up at like 40%, maybe 30%. And then
so
yesterday.
today has really been an improvement.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I hate a hangover day. Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
But man, the day after a hangover day is amazing. You know?
Hmm.
Where
I
it's
haven't
like
ever noticed that.
hangover, you're like, I don't want to live. I'm never drinking again. And then the next day, you're like, wow, it's so great to be alive. I love everything. I'm gonna definitely drink again.
No, here's my every hangover day. I think almost every single one for
Yeah.
me goes the same. The morning, I hate my life,
Yeah.
but I'm already like, okay, by about 3-4 o'clock p.m., I'm gonna be feeling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I have dinner, I'm gonna have something good, and I'm gonna have a beer with dinner, and that's gonna just end this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that beer's gonna taste awesome, and it does every time.
And it does. All
Yeah,
right.
that's my cure: is a single beer with dinner, like the next day.
Well,
Like that kind of just ends it, and it's
Yeah.
like that's as long as I don't go hard again. If you go
mhm.
hard again, then you're just done.
Yeah.
Or for me, it's like if I go
Oh,
hard 2 days in a
yeah.
row, you're
Mm-mm.
fucked.
I can't do that. I
Yeah,
can't do
no, that was
Yeah.
college shit, and I wasn't
Yeah, that
even
was
good
some
at that
college
in
stuff.
college.
where you accidentally go hard on a Thursday and then Friday rolls around.
Oh, we always went hard on a Thursday on purpose because that was bucket night, and then we just
Right.
didn't do anything Friday. But like every now and then we'd miss bucket nights, then we'd go out Friday, and
Yeah.
then we'd go out Saturday, and then Sunday was just like I want to die.
You know what I've decided? I don't like drinking at brunch. I mean, I'm still going to do it if I go to
Yeah.
brunch. But I always just feel like it's just like you get up and then you just go take a nap.
You're
know?
right, dude. It ruins a few
It
hours of the afternoon.
Definitely ruins the day. Like it just I don't know. It
You
kind of
basically, if you drink
soon.
at brunch, you have to keep drinking.
Yeah.
Like you have to keep slowly drinking throughout the day.
The last time I went to brunch, and I'm about to say what I drank, and that's probably what the problem was. I drank 3 of those, what are they? PBR coffees,
Oh God.
and I was hungover by 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then I went to I went to an open mic with Todd, and I was straight up. I was like, dude, I'm hungover right now. I didn't drink on Friday,
Yeah.
but I drank on Saturday morning. And I was like, I had a headache, and I was like light sensitive. It was no good. I wanted to talk about. So I've been golfing again a lot, and dude, I went golfing, and I got so close to a hole in one, like super close.
Like how close?
Like it rolled right next to the hole. But here's what's funny.
How far is right next to hole?
I don't know. It was like
like within a yard.
within like a foot.
Holy shit.
Of it.
Okay.
But then it kept rolling, and then it was like 8 feet away, and it took me like
okay.
9 putts to get it in or whatever. No, not really. I think I got like a par on that one, but maybe a bogey. Because anyway, but I didn't. I hit a tree, and it bounced off the tree and almost went in, which
this was like you were playing pinball.
it was hilarious because I was confused. Because I was looking at the tree, and I was like, where did my ball go? And it was with Brent. Shout out to Brent, who was on the pod.
Former guest.
He was like freaking out. And I was like, what? And he's like, wait, it might. and then I looked over, and I saw it like rolling
like
past.
It was headed toward the hole.
Yeah.
Like,
We were like, oh my God. And then it just kept going.
Yeah,
But,
that's awesome.
very, very close to getting a hole in one, but I did not. I have not yet gotten one yet. I feel like
that's
I'm
not
gonna get one.
I feel like if you play enough golf, there's like a
It's
small
less common than you
chance-
realize.
No, it's
I've heard.
probably exactly as common as I think it would be that you would hit a ball this size in one stroke into a hole that's fucking 300 yards away.
Yeah.
It's about a tiny, tiny chance.
Like a very small chance.
Yeah.
It does not happen often. I've heard it's much less than one would think. But I've gotten so close so many times whenever I go golfing. So it's like, I think it's going to happen. Because
That's all you
my
need.
iron
you
game
just gotta believe.
is good.
You just got to believe, bro.
You know what's interesting? Maybe this is interesting. Man, I'm just like
It's
talking the
probably-
whole time.
No, that's the point of a podcast.
Dude, I find golf interesting for me. I'm going to make a weird analogy. Hopefully we've already lost anyone that would be lost on what I'm about to talk
No,
about
it's okay.
at
We
this
haven't-
point.
we
'Cause
haven't
I am
fully
mostly naked.
dove
right now.
into golf.
Well,
You are mostly naked on the podcast.
I feel like I
But
feel
that's what it is.
I really feel like golf is a lot like gay sex to me. And
Is it
hear me
really?
out. Yeah. Because it's purely recreational. It serves no purpose. There is no utilitarian reason to do either of those things. Like, what? Why? Like, why are we pardoning off huge swaths of land so some idiot with like who spends $1,000 on bent metal can hit a ball the size of, I don't know, that fits in my hand into a tiny hole, which sometimes when you're out golfing you're like, why am I doing this?
It is. No,
why am I doing this?
You have an excellent point. It is a huge waste of land and time. But it does seem kind of fun.
Well, no, it's pure for it's all pleasure. That's all it is. And who is it for? I guess me, to feel good, to feel accomplished. It's the same thing.
Well, yeah,
same thing. That's all it is. But like I always see, I'm a eat to live guy, not live to eat. Like I'll enjoy meals, yeah, but for the most part, like I'll forget to eat all the time.
I don't do that. I love food.
I don't know. I'm just like not like a pleasure guy. I've never been. I've always been like, what purpose is this going to serve for me, or what goal?
But
what
for
end goal?
Golf is a thing where you allow yourself.
Yeah.
You allow yourself to just do something for fun.
Yeah. It's the first time in my life. I don't know if it's just me becoming an adult.
Could be.
But it feels very similar.
That's fascinating
to me. Where it's the first time I mean, I did see there's like a Masters or not a Masters, an Open tournament. I was like, maybe I should enter one of those.
No, don't do it. Don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it.
No, just do it. If you just do it for fun.
I just like doing it. I don't know.
If you just like doing it for fun, then why ruin it with competition?
Because,
especially when it's something like golf that you're never like. It's kind of unlikely that you'll ever like be Tiger Woods.
But I don't
even. You have to have started when you were like 2.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So who gives a? So it's like skiing.
I also don't care.
I feel like golf is just like skiing.
Okay.
In the exact same way. Like,
yeah.
Like the way you like to golf is the way I like to ski.
Yeah, just purely to for exercise,
winning.
To leave the house.
Yeah.
I'm
not winning anything skiing. I'm
to
just
do
having
something
a good time.
challenging.
Yeah, I'm just spending $100 and driving a long way to go do something completely pointless.
Dress up in a silly outfit.
Wear a silly costume.
put on a silly costume.
Dumb hat.
Put on incredibly uncomfortable boots.
Yep, silly boots. And
strap your feet in.
Yep.
Tighter than they've ever been.
Well, they've been that tight a few times because I keep going skiing.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's the same thing. It's completely pointless. It's accomplishing nothing, but it's a good time.
And but there is some. Yeah, I mean, it's pure. I guess it's like purely overcoming adversity, and like going outside. There's something cool about like going outside bundled up.
Yeah, I guess in skiing there's something like we're outside in the cold.
Yeah, like
it's
we're
winter,
not supposed to be doing this. Like we're on a mountain.
Winter, we're still having fun outside.
Yeah, fuck you, winter. In our summer, our like late summer episode.
Yeah, no, I like the winter.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this the other day. I love that. One of my favorite things is like, my favorite thing about like camping is when it's kind of cold, but I'm like cozy in the sleeping bag. Like if I move my foot will be cold. But if I just stay like nice and bundled, it's like the coziest, most like wonderful, comfortable feeling.
The whole time I was in Montana, I stayed at my parents, and they have this casita that they're building. I didn't know that was really a term. I thought that was something my mom did, but it's like a mother-in-law house or whatever. It's like an ADU,
a little house next to your big house.
They got like a tough shed, and they're finishing it with a bathroom and like bedroom. But right now it just has a bedroom and a loft, and I slept in that, and it was freezing at night. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
where like my face is cold,
yeah,
but like the rest of my body is warm.
Dude, I do that shit in my apartment.
Dude, I can do
I
that.
I open the window at night.
I'm realizing I don't think I can live in. I don't like, because I was in Vegas and like I couldn't sleep because it like the cooler was not cold enough.
Yeah.
I had like, I would take like ice cubes and put them in a towel, and then I would just put them on my body.
Okay,
and let them melt.
But I definitely
I don't do great with the heat.
Me
I'm
either.
just not built for it.
No, I hate. I am right there with you.
I mean, I do have this swimmer's body.
Yeah, you're kind of insulated there.
But I just I don't think I could live in the
You're a
in
northern
a
kid.
in a hot place.
No, me either.
It's not really
Without
my
AC,
thing.
I definitely couldn't. I could live in some warmer places. I feel like I
Like
could
where?
live in Hawaii. I would totally.
It's also
live in
humid. Have you
Hawaii,
ever
dude.
lived in a really humid place?
No, but I've been to Hawaii.
No,
I
but
know it's humid.
living is different in a place that's humid.
Okay.
You've never lived in a place with humidity?
I guess I have, but I was like a little tiny kid.
It's like
We lived in Kentucky for
it's
a couple
like you
years, but
can't
I was like 2.
dude, you can't escape it. Like at least in Montana or here, it's so dry.
I have visited.
You go
humid
in the
places.
shade, and it's like, wow, this is so much better.
No, I've visited. Like I've been to Washington D.C. like in the summer,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's fucking oppressively humid
Yeah.
and hot.
You go in the shade, and
It's
no different.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's the same.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Minnesota was like
summers
that
'cause of
when
that.
I lived there. So
Really?
that's
Minnesota was that?
dude. Minnesota's super humid and gets super hot in the
I
summer,
didn't know that.
and then it just gets stupid cold in the winter. Why does anybody live there? I don't know. I love the place, but sometimes I'm like,
But
why
it
do
was like-
people live
it
here?
was awful.
It's like, oh, dude, camping there. I went camping.
Yeah, no, camping in that
Once.
humidity sounds awful.
It was humid.
Mhm.
There was an orchestra of bugs just and frogs and
the
just
mosquitoes
and
out in the Midwest
mosquitoes
are
and,
horrendous.
like we had a fire and the beetles and just bugs were just fire bombing. Like they were just bombing straight into it and exploding. That was
kinda
cool.
funny.
That was kind of cool.
That's kind of funny.
But
like
I
to
just
see a bug just kamikaze a fire.
oh, but
but
man,
like-
the frogs. It was just like I was like, can it just stop? I can't sleep.
Yeah, we definitely were spoiled.
I'd
in
rather
Montana
have
as far as like
quiet cold. Like
Yeah.
it's like that's the cool
Yeah.
thing about the winter. It's so quiet
yeah,
because
there
the
ain't
sound
nothing
gets
going on.
absorbed by all of the like the crunch of just snow. I kind of like that. That
Yeah.
like I don't know, and that's all. And you can't hear anything else.
Mhm.
It's just dead quiet. That's awesome.
No, I'm with
I
you.
will
on that.
take that over orchestra of frogs
No,
every
I'm
single
I'm
time.
completely with you on all of this.
I was like,
Yeah.
why do people camp? Why is this a campsite here? This is terrible. We should shut this place down. No one
There's
should be
probably
here.
like a week in late September that it's just lovely.
Yeah. I mean, in the city, there's not as many bugs as outside of the city. It's
Mm.
less mosquito-y in
Okay.
the city. And like deer ticks and all of that. Like,
Yeah.
and I always, whenever I end up going camping in the Midwest, I always get ticks. I don't know what my deal
Because
is.
there's just ticks.
There's ticks,
like
and I
crazy
just
out
must
there.
have like some great blood.
No, they're just everywhere out
They're
there.
just everywhere.
Yeah, they're
Um,
like that in like eastern Montana too. Every time I go out there,
Oh yeah.
like visit my buddy up in Fort Peck, there's ticks and fucking mosquitoes. It's
Yeah.
just that Midwest bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
I want to talk about swimsuits a little bit.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about. It's really funny since like I started wearing these when I was in Vegas all the time,
Mhm.
and I would go to my like community pool and wear them and read books
Okay.
because I don't know. I love doing it because it always gave me this rush like I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do. It was so fun for me, and I don't know
Huh.
what that's about. It's like a big rush. It was awesome. You should try it. It's like a social. It's not really. Is it socially acceptable?
It's
Dude, I love rolling up to a
It's
public
borderline.
pool in this swimsuit.
it's technically socially acceptable.
And exactly. It's like I'm getting in on a technicality.
Okay, so yeah, you know what you're doing is you're like the equivalent of like a chick who's wearing like the skimpiest little tiny bikini. Where
Right.
like technically she's fine. But like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing.
And you're doing it for you, and you're not doing it for anybody else. It's for you.
It's for me. This is for me. I dress like this for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly. No, but like, dude,
Mhm.
the tight bathing suit, way better. I actually have some like square trunks. I almost wore those
Mm.
instead, but I was like, nah, dude.
For like
Camo speedo is
for,
what
okay,
I need
so
to do.
so you're saying this is optimal for like hanging out in a hot tub?
Oh yeah, the best.
Okay.
It's like
Because I've never worn one of these.
they
I've
are.
never worn one of these. I will do one.
Dude,
I will
Bearskin's
wear
gonna
one.
make them, and I'll totally. I'm gonna give one to you. I'm gonna give one to David because David was
Oh,
like,
we're gonna do the photo shoot.
we'll do a photo shoot.
I that is funny to me.
Dude, they're I don't know. It's funny too. Like I'll wear this, and I used to be before I started wearing these. I used to be uncomfortable wearing board shorts that were shorter than my knee. Like that felt like now I could wear Daisy Dukes and no fucks because it's like I've worn this. I've also done that cooking show.
Yeah.
And modeled for Bearskin
No,
for years.
because I feel you on that because I generally I like my board shorts to be like at my knee.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels more comfortable to me.
Dude, it's so much better with it. Like for walking, it's like right above the knee. I'm so glad that they're inching back up. Like
I don't
shorts,
know. For me, it's like I don't like if I sit down on like if I go to
and
a
you can
restaurant
see
or
your
something.
knee.
No, and like my knees hanging out to here. Like I don't want my inner thigh to be touching a restaurant chair. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know. I'm a pants guy.
What if you sanitized it first?
Yeah.
Is that part of it? Oh.
No.
What if you put down a cloth napkin and sat on the napkin?
No, this is an excellent idea. And I'll be sure to say inner thigh a few times when question will be like,
excuse me, maitre d', can I get another napkin?
I need another barrier between the chair and my inner thigh.
I don't feel like you did a good enough sanitization of it.
Yes, my inner thigh is quite delicate. Yeah. No, that's me.
Yeah, dude. So this last winter, late winter, spring.
Yeah.
Spring, late winter. Shout out to our boy Todd Basil. And he doesn't like that I like to tell this about him and to people, but he totally has a really awesome gazebo and a hot tub that he never uses, and
hit him up.
There was no comedy or anything was happening, and it was like, I don't know, Sunday nights. You know what I did? I started my own thing, Speedo Sundays at Todd's place. David came a couple times. He didn't wear a Speedo. I offered, but it was like, no. Actually, it started out of necessity because I had gained so much COVID weight. None of my swimsuits fit, but these are stretchy and they're a little tighter than they used to be, but they still fit because the shorts, like my legs hurt in them.
Oh, like they would just constrict on your legs.
Yeah. These just constrict way up here.
Way up there, so it's less.
Yeah,
of a
so it's
problem.
fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I don't love that feeling. I will be honest. I'm not a fan of briefs.
Right.
I have a pair of the bearskin briefs.
Yeah.
And
so it's sort of like wearing those,
it's
but
not my favorite. I definitely am a boxers.
Yeah.
Over briefs.
You might
or
like
boxer
the trunk
brief,
ones.
like the the tight boxers.
Yeah. Boxer briefs.
Yeah, boxer briefs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
I don't know. I just started wearing them, and it also is just fun because they're hard to find. It's hard to find them. They're not sold
Speedos
everywhere.
Like that?
Yeah, they're not sold everywhere.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of a niche product.
Yeah, and there's something cool to me about that. It's like an exclusive sneaker.
You're
or
like
something.
in an exclusive club.
Yeah. Nobody else has this. I forget the name and brand of this. Starts with an A. Addicted. Super gay brand.
Spelled
very gay.
D-I-C-K.
Yeah,
D
with
all
a
caps.
and then there's a eggplant emoji at the end.
Of course.
Not really. No, I'm looking that up.
Oh, okay.
Well, how funny would that be though if there was just
hilarious.
a brand and then there was just
that
with
should be their
an
brand.
eggplant emoji?
It
Dude,
definitely should be
eggplant swimsuits, that would be dope.
Oh yeah,
And it
just
purple Speedos. That's all they
right,
sell.
and they just build them to make whatever you got look way bigger.
Yeah.
Just like the bulge, it just like goes crazy.
Yeah. I think
engineer
actually
in a bulge.
these came with like a fake bulge thing in them, and I'm not saying. No, it's not in there right now.
Nothing but the
it wouldn't.
authentic.
It doesn't
You got to
fit.
stay authentic
Yeah,
for the fans.
I'm not huge, but I'm not small either, and it just feels it's weird. It's like a padded bra for the front.
No, you
Very weird.
No, you can't be fronting on people.
No,
like
I want to be honest
Yeah.
when I walk into a room in my Speedo.
Honesty's important.
Honesty is my biggest. You know, you can't be doing that.
That's a dangerous thing to be lying about, honestly.
Right? Well,
Yeah.
why? It sets expectations.
Exactly.
Did I tell my chode story on the pod?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
remember the
This is
chode
all about
story.
Okay, I'll tell this story and then we should probably get out of here. I actually told it on stage. I totally forgot about it, and then
Okay.
somebody ended their set with a chode joke, and I was like, to the audience, I was like, should I tell my chode story? And everyone was like, chode story. I was like, hell yeah.
I think it's worth always starting that bit just like that.
I
Because
felt
it
like-
seems fun to make a group of people yell chode story.
Yeah, chode story.
I like making a group of people yell something stupid. That's
I do too.
one of my favorite things.
And I just felt like if you're going to tell a chode story, you should get consent first, and that's what I was doing.
Yeah, and by making everyone yell chode
Yeah.
story, they kind of are, they're in it with
I
it.
was like, should I just get
That's-
right into jokes, or should I tell you my
No,
my
that's
chode story?
enthusiastic consent
So
to hear a chode story.
in college,
Yes.
my friend, one of my roommates, here's how it all started. He one time we saw the tip of his dick hanging out of the bottom of his boxers, and we were like, "Dear Lord!"
It's impressive.
like,
if it's
like,
hanging out
like
the bottom,
regular boxer shorts.
holy hell.
It was dangling out the bottom, and we were like, "Wow!" Like, so it just became this running joke.
Mhm.
Honestly, I don't even know if it was. Maybe it was just a shift of the light or something. I have no idea. Maybe he was wearing them high, but like,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I was the one that saw it too.
Yeah.
And so we had this running joke that my friend had a humongous wiener.
Yeah.
And it just was really funny because we would talk about how he would have sex with girls in the other room because that was the only way he could do it because it was so long.
Oh, like he, yeah,
Like it was comically, like it
Yeah,
would just
yeah,
be
yeah.
like,
It
it's
was
so
like-
big. Like, yeah,
like
yeah.
you saw the tip of it hanging out of boxers, and now
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
9 feet
Yeah,
long.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We also would say that he actually doesn't have a second leg because it was actually just his dick looped down and back up
Okay.
as his second leg, and
Well,
that's why he was so flexible.
That's not 9
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feet, but that's 6. That's,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
still
good-
that's still impressive.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll
So
blow the
it was
back out
it
of
was
something.
yeah, that's gonna blow the back out of that's gonna blow the back. That'll blow some backs out.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That'll blow some fronts out.
That'll blow everything out.
That's gonna blow everything.
Doesn't blow
out.
your heart up.
That's gonna blow.
You will just die. You can't ever be aroused. If you had a 6-foot cock, you cannot be aroused ever because you will die.
All right.
100%. Anyway,
So that was really
that's
funny.
medical advice with Nick
yeah,
and
yeah,
Bjorn.
yeah.
If you have a 6-foot cock,
You're blowing a back out.
you're gonna die.
I
I
feel like if you've got that, what
Think about your
what kind
grandma.
of jobs can you do?
none.
Porn,
No, you can't.
niche porn.
With a I don't think even niche porn.
your
you
brain-
can make
'cause
one
how
video
much of
for
your-
one weirdo who wants to watch somebody die.
Like you couldn't look at porn because then every bit of your blood would just go to one
That's
place.
what I'm saying. I think you just die.
You would just die
And
every
so
time you
you-
get a boner. You just die.
So they can, so that you can make one porn video in which you die,
in which you get your first boner
and somebody is into that.
if you somehow make it through adolescence.
I suppose you use that to catch people who are probably a monster
Mhm.
because they want to just watch a person die.
yeah,
I guess that's a service
Jeez.
to the world. that or this
Oh my God.
hypothetical 6-foot dick
So, you
roommate
know,
of yours
there's yeah.
could have provided.
Well, he's doing great now.
Okay, yeah.
But,
so it must actually only been 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like, but we had that running joke,
Yeah.
and then somehow it started. I think I started all of this. Let's be honest. This is some total Bjorn stuff. Like gets drunk and
Yeah.
start. I think I found out what a chode was, so I
Mhm.
just started telling everybody that that's what I had. And then
Okay.
there was a running joke of like, oh, there's Bjorn, old tuna can Bjorn over there. Because you know what a chode is, right? It's wider than it is long.
Okay, I was gonna ask you to specify. I always thought a chode just was a fat dick, just like a short fat dick.
Yep.
But you're saying
It's-
fatter than it is long.
Yeah, so a tuna can.
Is that a real thing? Are there people that actually have that?
It's, I don't know, not like that. Not like,
Like I don't want to research.
well, yeah,
this
but it's
online.
so short. It's so short. It's like square. It's like a square.
Oh,
like,
so
if
they
it's
just,
so
they
short-
just got a dick that's like that big.
Yeah, it can be wider than it is long, and
Oh.
but it's also kind of like an internet, like
Yeah.
ridiculousness.
It's
Or
just-
there's, anyways.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
So that was the running joke.
Yeah.
Was that Bjorn had a chode.
Uh-huh.
and my friend had a huge wiener.
Yeah.
And cut to a little later,
Uh-huh.
because we would yell things at skate parks and in public places, and they'd be like,
Yeah, you just
and
be
they'd
at
be
Walmart
like
yelling,
introducing
I have a chode.
Walmart. This place is, so word got around.
Yes, as it does.
Yeah.
As it does.
And I was cut to me having relations, getting hot and heavy with a lady.
Yep.
And there was the big reveal moment, because you have that in that moment. And I remember that there was the reveal, and then she was like, "Oh, you just have like a regular dick?"
So she was in it for the joke.
She was in it for the story. She definitely wanted the story.
Oh.
She was super bummed. She was like, "Oh, it's just like a regular." Like, bless her heart.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. She was like ready to do some charity that evening.
But then she just got to do
regular
sex,
just
which
regular
is
sex
definitely
with a
better
regular.
than like a chode. It's
Like, what were we gonna do? I don't
know what a chode is supposed to do.
I think she probably just wanted to see it, take a picture, and tell her friends about it.
Well, that's
Or maybe
mean.
not take a picture. It's really rude now that I
is
think
rude.
about it.
Yeah,
That's mean.
I'm glad you had a regular dick. She had to make
Like,
good on her
But
promise.
she had to be like, "Oh man,
She
I
had to
guess
be
I
like,
gotta
"Oh."
really do this. I can't be
Well-
like, oh, that ain't gonna work."
Yeah, you can't just laugh at a person and humiliate them. Yeah, I think this was a mean lady. I don't feel bad
Yeah.
for her at all.
All right, so I think we're getting there to that time. I just thought of a really good one for getting out of here, dude.
Okay.
All right, so you're wearing you're wearing
The
your
Freewaters.
the Freewaters
Yeah.
to a party, and you're rocking a speedo, dude.
I'm rocking a
Just
speedo.
owning it. You're at this pool party,
Yeah.
and but the speedo that you have on,
Yeah.
it has one of those fake things in it.
Oh yeah.
And because you're about that, or I don't know, you were just like, I'm gonna make it look
Doing it for the bit.
ridiculous. Yeah. You're doing it for the bit or whatever,
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm gonna do this. And so this girl decides to take you home,
Mhm.
and then the reveal moment happens.
Yeah, she's
And
disappointed.
So she's like, "What? You're just regular? You just got a regular?" So she takes your flip flops and she just burns them because you're at a beach.
She burns them in front of me.
Yeah,
She's
burns
like,
them. She just burns them. And then the next day she like sobers up. She's just like, "Yo, that was really mean. How much you got? How much?" She gives you $65 to like replace the sandals.
I need them now.
Are you gonna get them again?
I think so. Yeah,
you
I
get
like
these
having him. I'm a big fan of Bert Kreischer. I've been a fan of him for a long time. I love his podcast. I've seen him live. He's amazing.
I love how the end of this podcast just turned into a plug for all of his things.
Yeah.
It's fun.
No, we'll plug our own things too. But like, I'm a fan of Bert Kreischer, and so it's kind of fun. I also like the idea of comics being like rappers and like athletes and like getting their own line of thing. And it's such a fitting product for Bert Kreischer
Yeah.
to have a
Party
fucking pair
boy.
of flip-flops. And I'm a flip-flop kid, so I'm going to wear them anyway because I like
A
flip-flops.
flop head. Is
I'm
that
a flop head. Yeah. I'm a flipper, dude.
I'm a flipper.
Dude, that's yeah.
I'm a slider. I'm just a slide in
Yeah,
guy.
you're
I'm a
a-
slides guy. I'm a slide. I'm a water slide.
Something like that.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, no, I definitely would get those again. I think they're cool. They're nice. They're a nice piece to have in my collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything else
100%.
you wanted to talk about with these, or do you
Not
have anything
really.
else?
I mean, I think I kind of covered it. They're a comfy pair of flip-flops. I think I would say that of all the flip-flops I've owned, the Olukais I think are the best.
Mm-hmm.
But these are I would put these on par with the Reefs.
Yeah.
Those are on par with the Reef. And honestly, those are more comfortable to stand in. These have the very, very
These
the
feel more
footbed-
comfortable than the Reefs. Mine
the
were
footbed
like
on those is super comfortable.
mine were like rubber with like leather on top of them.
Yeah, no, these ones have a nice cushy footbed. These are the most comfortable as far as like just standing in them.
Mm.
Like for a casual day, like a day of just hanging around. Like if you're going to a barbecue, you're just sitting around the backyard getting tanked, these are perfect. If you're actually going to walk, like if you go to the beach and walk a couple miles up and down the beach, I would rather have the ones I'm wearing right now.
Yeah. I just can't.
That would be my expert opinion as a as a flipper over
as
there.
a flipper,
as a flop
as
head.
a flop head,
Yeah.
flop expert.
Flip flop kid.
All right, you want to take us out?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
If you guys enjoyed this episode,
or made it all the way,
if you made it all the way here, if you want to see more of what we have to offer.
There's not much more.
There's really not much more. You know, if you really do want to see any more, let us know. We would love to make some money on OnlyFans and Patreon and anywhere else so we could sell pictures of our beautiful, beautiful bodies. But if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button on YouTube. Hit subscribe wherever you're listening. Go follow us on Instagram. We're at Size 10 Podcast on Instagram. We post pictures of shoes and probably other stuff now. And, you know, got some stories coming up.
Yeah.
Some fun stuff. So, yeah, follow us on there. We got new episodes every single Wednesday. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.